Hello everyone, Boonax here, and welcome back to Hardcore Minecraft. Today, we tackle our fear of building angled structures and get ourselves an iron farm to really start getting this world going. This episode is going to be absolutely metal, so make sure to like and subscribe. Let's hop into it. You guys ever feel embarrassed by your Minecraft world? Look into my eyes. Look deep into my eyes. Okay, that's too close. That's my mouth. No one wants to see that. No one. Okay, we're backing out. We're backing out. I'm not so much embarrassed with my world as much as I am my lack of iron. I mean, I was trying to decorate in here in the last episode, and all I could muster up were these two measly hoppers right here. Now, don't get me wrong. I have some more iron, but like literally what's in this shulker is all I have. It's all I have. So really, I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't have more at this point. As you can see, we are already 521 days into the world. And I mean, I guess to be fair, half of this bridge over here is made with anvils. So I have gotten a lot of iron on this world. I used it all on this bridge, which I don't even use this bridge. I don't even use this bridge because I fly everywhere now. But I mean, come on, this looks awesome, right? Totally worth the investment early game. I do not recommend using me for financial advice ever. Guys, today's gonna be super awesome because not only is our iron looking a little bit barren, but so is our city, right? Like, I mean, this looks great. This looks super cool. I'm super excited about how this is coming along. And I mean, just like being here, if we ignore this, and we ignore this, standing in this exact spot, like this looks like a city. Wait, hang on, we can't see the dirt. This looks like a city. We can still see the dirt. Okay, now this looks like a city. Like, you could totally believe that if I turned 5 degrees to the left, you'd see more buildings, right? Right? I'm trying to block out the fact that there's no buildings, right? But so two things we're lacking severely in: buildings and iron. And I can guarantee after today's episode, we will not be severely lacking in iron. We will still be severely lacking in buildings, but there will be more. So guys, I'm really excited to get going today because I have been sick and tired of rationing my iron out. This is getting a little bit ridiculous at this point. I just don't have enough for all the stuff I want to do. And like, I want to start using iron in these builds. I want to start putting anvils on top of buildings. Like, this is so flat. It's so boring. I need the iron. So we're going to actually go on the other side of the stave today, and we're going to be doing an iron farm over here. And not only that, we're going to be adding a few other buildings right here as well. Just visual buildings. They're not really going to do anything for us in terms of function, but these are going to be more of a form type thing to really start kind of making the city look like a city. And so I'm going to be using the iron farm design I used in my last season of Hardcore Minecraft. It's very simple, it's very easy, and it works very, very well. Again, I don't need huge 85 kajillion iron ingots an hour farms. I just need something that's going to be working while I'm in the area working. And the one I had last season worked great. We're just going to put a new building over top of it. But the first thing I have to do to get that working is I have to take a pretty decently sized hole in the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. Now, while I go ahead and do this build, I want to come at you guys with another deep talk. I'm sorry to keep doing this to you guys, but today I come to you with a lesson, and it's a lesson I learned from my son, my 6-year-old son. As many of you may know, the school year just started up, and you know, in the midst of the chaos of a new school year, my son, who is in 1st grade, is riding the bus for the first time ever. My wife and I would drive him to school for kindergarten and pre-K. So this is his first time on the bus. He was scared the bus was going to be super loud on the inside, as he has some sound sensitivities. And despite all of our reassuring that it wasn't loud on the inside, he was so nervous on that first day of school. But he did it. He got on that bus, went off to school, and my wife and I walked back home full of anxiety that he was going to hate it and lose trust in us. Well, later in the day, we walked back out to the bus stop to pick him up, and words cannot describe the size of his smile hopping off that bus. The walk home, he could not stop talking about how much he liked the bus and how it was more fun than a car, and that it wasn't as loud as he thought. He was brave, faced his fear, and wound up enjoying something he thought he would be afraid of. And so that brings me to my point. And some of us, like myself, have things in Minecraft that we're afraid of doing. Whether it's building huge buildings, taking on the Wither, going to the Nether, building farms, the Deep Dark, which honestly petrifies me as well. But the biggest thing I've always strayed away from for fear of doing it and it not looking right is angled buildings. Minecraft is a very 90-degree game, and it is extremely difficult to build things that stray away from right angles. I have avoided these with a passion, but in this city of Snowford Falls, what we are building cannot just be right angles. We need some bends on the streets. We need buildings to follow those bends. And I've been working on how to build angled buildings in my creative world. And let me just say, now that I'm doing it and sort of figured it out, not fully, but sort of figured it out, I love it. Just like my son with the school bus. And while we will be starting off slowly with slight angles and not a lot of detail, this has sparked a whole different realm of creative thoughts in my head and made me realize that, hey, I can build buildings that intimidated me before. I can build buildings I never thought I could before. So take a lesson from my son. Is there something in Minecraft or life that you are too scared of taking on? You know, just try it. Just try your best. It may not work out, but at least you can say you tried. And if it does work out, maybe you learn to enjoy something that you were previously too scared to try. And I'm bringing this up because we're actually going to be building a couple of angled buildings today. The iron farm will not be, but the other buildings we are doing are going to be on a slight angle on the corner of the stave there. But anyway, that's enough for the deep talks with Boot today. But just remember, guys, don't be scared of trying something in Minecraft, okay? It can be especially intimidating, I guess, on hardcore when, you know, you've only got one life, but, you know, maybe try it on easy mode or something first. If it's like a Wither or the Deep Dark, you know, and see, maybe you'll like it. Maybe you'll wind up liking it, but don't be afraid of trying new things in Minecraft. Alrighty, there's our hole, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? This is going to be the basis for our iron farm. It should work fine. I think on the last season, I built it a little bit deeper, but I think they can only spawn 5 blocks above the village, which is going to be down there. This is more than enough space, I think. But now the thing that we got to do is we got to get some villagers down here. And do we have villagers? They're going to go for a bit of a fun ride. Like I said, we got a stockpile here of these guys. Look at them all. There's so many in there. And 3 of these lucky fellas are not going to have to get attacked by a zombie. They're just gonna be permanently scared by one. So I gotta change up our path here for this whole track system, and we gotta get them outside. So I'm gonna have to break a hole in the wall of the stave here, but that's totally fine. And I might need more of this than I initially thought. But let's go ahead and break on through here. And I think, yeah, this is just, yep. Okay, this is actually really good. I wish that this was the version of the game that allowed me to absolutely yeet the villagers, but unfortunately I don't have the update yet with the endless, like the endless mine rail speed or whatever it is. It's ridiculous, but it would be super fun. But we're gonna still yeet these guys off a little bit. All right, our little system is set up out there, and now it's time to go to sleep first. I don't want these guys to be exposed to the nighttime, even though it should be fine. Like, there's nothing really spawning out here ever, but I still don't want to risk that. All right, so now we just need to get 3 of these guys on their way. So we're gonna go 1. Go on, enjoy your new home. Let's see a yeet. Yeet. Woo. I don't know why that's so funny to me. He didn't even get launched. Oh wait, where did he die? Oh. They take fall damage in the minecarts? I didn't think they took fall damage. Oh no. Well, okay, that stings. Okay. New plan, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna put down a water bucket and see if that helps. I don't know if that'll actually catch. I really don't want to build a stairway all the way down. But I mean, we might have to. I don't have any slime blocks, I didn't think they took damage. I guess it's boats they don't take damage in. I didn't realize the mine carts would do that too. Okay, let's get in here. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure they'll just drop off onto the water here. Yeah, they should definitely hit the water. Okay, let's try again. I'm sorry to inform you all that test subject 1 did not work out. Did not work. Don't worry, they're fine. Test subject 1 is fine. Yeah, I see you nodding. Yeah, test subject 1 is fine, but we were looking for different criteria. Okay, let's see. Make sure this guy doesn't die too. Yeet. Okay, yes, it works, and it's gonna push him over there. Okay, all right. We've successfully figured it out. Let's go. All right, we need 2 more, and we'll set them off like right after each other. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're perfect. This is wonderful. And Kapuya. Look at that. Let's go. Okay, we got our 3 villagers down there and just booping each other along. Okay, I need to clean this up now. This is gonna be a mess. All right, we're gonna leave the rest of this for right now so I can just clean up all this stuff. I grab every bit of this. I actually don't have a ton of rails right now, so all of this is super important for us. And we're gonna need this water bucket picked up. All right, so what should happen here? What should happen is these guys should just go down here, I think. I'm gonna make sure they can't go anywhere else right here, but I'm pretty sure if I break this, they should just go, because there's beds down there. So we're gonna see if they do. I don't really want to break all this stuff up. I probably should have pushed him into this other hole first, so they really don't have anywhere to go, but we'll do that ourselves. There you go. You're down there. You're not coming out. Yeah, okay, see, he went straight down there. He went straight down there. That's exactly what we want. Yeah, you go too. You go too. That's right. That's right. Stop edging. Stop edging. Stop going around the edge. Stop walking, and I will push you in. No. I will push you in. There you go. Yes. Okay, good. They're working their way down. They're working their way. Okay, they can't go anywhere but in that hole now. And once they get in that hole, they cannot get out of that hole. But I do need to go get a lava source and also another water source for when that does close up. And I hopefully will have that before it gets dark today. If I'm not mistaken, there's a lava pit over here somewhere. There it is. See, I know things. All right, so hopefully these guys are in the smaller hole when we get back, so I can kind of close them in there. And looks like they are. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that, all 3 of them down there. This is perfect. Okay, they're stuck down there permanently now. They cannot get out. And now we can put in the rest of this stuff. So we need, I believe, a water source here. And I need another one in the opposite corner here. Well, I regret to inform you that, yeah, my recording software froze on me and it worked. We got the zombie down there and it worked. We got our first iron golem. We should have something down here. See, look at that. It worked. The only thing I need to go do right now is I need to go back down here, and there it is. Wait, it's working. There's another one. I don't know why it's blacked out. It's like it's not spawned in the lava. It's spawned in the stone for some reason. I don't understand what's going on here, but it's working. It's spawning them. God, this is taking forever because he's not in the lava. But anyway, okay, coming at me. Anyway, I need to get down here. I need to name this zombie so that he doesn't despawn. But there we go. There's Denzel Washington. Okay, so this guy's down here permanently. He's gonna keep scaring them, keep spawning iron golems. And guys, this is working now. This is working. And yeah, I need to close this up too because we don't need to, you know, we don't need to go down there anymore. I wonder if that iron wound up in there. There we go. Look at that, guys. Look at that. There it is. It's officially working. You guys can see it officially working now. And yeah, guys, we have an iron farm. We have a working iron farm, and this will just sit here and work while we're doing other things. And it's perfect. Now, eventually, we're going to get a little sorting system set up here to filter out those roses. But right now, I really just need to let this roll on its own for a little bit and kind of just create iron golems, because I need a lot of them for this particular build. So yeah, we're just gonna we're gonna let that be. And while that thing is going off we're actually going to start on the next build. There is going to be a building that's going over top of the iron farm, but I need some of the iron for it. So I'm going to actually build the next thing first and then come back and finish by building the iron farm. The iron farm building. I just wanted to get the actual farm set up and going first so that like it's just going to be working like while we're in the same area. And that actually reminds me, I need to remove all of this stuff now, because we don't want anything spawning here either. I love it, guys. Iron farms make me so excited. So freaking excited. So yeah, hopefully by the time we're ready to come back, kind of close this in and build the next building here, this is all, we have a few stacks of iron ready to go to help us with the build. With the iron farm officially working, I needed to go get some resources. One of those things was calcite, and since I don't know where a geode is, I decided to set out and try to find a Stony Peaks biome with the calcite in the middle of it. I don't know if you knew this, but apparently calcite can spawn in like a vein in Stony Peaks biomes. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, we did it, and there's calcium in the middle, or calcite. Look at this, look at, oh god, there's so much of it too. There's so much of it. Okay, I gotta try to find a spot to sleep before anything kills me. All right, mission accomplished. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna try to get a shulker box full of this, because I know we're gonna be using it again. Ooh, it's Instamine too? I didn't know that. Oh, this is gonna be so nice. It's gonna go so fast. There's nothing more satisfying than Instamine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be using this a lot, and like this is far enough away from my base that I don't really want to have to come out here again unless I really have to. So it just makes more sense to gather up as much of it as I can right now, so I don't have to worry about coming back here hopefully ever. Alrighty, a shulker box and some change. I'm gonna spend some time here. I'm gonna get some of this coal. I'm gonna grab these irons as well. Try to repair up my elytra a bit before I head back. Alrighty, I got all of the materials ready to go. I'm gonna kind of talk about this build first before I go into a time lapse of it. But right here, kind of on the corner, kind of ducking out from here, we're gonna build our first diagonal building. And I remember earlier I was talking about how I was scared to do this before, and don't get me wrong, this isn't going to be an amazing build at all, but it's my first take at doing an angled building, and I'm kind of proud of how it turned out. I think it still looks really cool. It's just not like super impressive or anything, but basically it's just a row of townhouses to kind of really start pulling everything together here and kind of giving us a basis of what to expect in the city and kind of a blueprint of what I want to do overall. So take it easy on me, guys. Any criticism or input on the build itself will be greatly appreciated, because again, I've never jumped into this world of Minecraft before, and I would love to hear how I can improve, where I can improve, and what I can do better with it. And so on that night, let's get building. All right, y'all. Well, what are we thinking here? Again, this is my first attempt into angled buildings, and it's fairly simple angle here. It's only about 6 blocks of difference from the farthest back side to the like closest side. But what do you think? I'm actually really digging this. I think this looks super cool. Of course, any and all feedback is welcome in the comment section below. But let's talk about what I did here. So basically, I went few blocks over, came out, 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 few blocks over, came out. And I tried to make this look like 3 different townhouses that all had the same style, but different colors. And we also did some different roofs on all of them too. This one has a little bump out on the side with a little turret. This one has a big chimney on top, and then this one just has a little small chimney. And this one's roof goes that way, this one's roof goes this way, and that one's roof goes that way as well. We got 3 different color schemes here too, and I think they all work really well. And I've also used these signs to kind of add like another layer of coloring in. I think this looks the best on this one. Kind of just looks like there's other red logs going across when there really aren't. Now this one's windows are all supposed to be this blue color, but we gotta wait for them to age. This one actually has the correct colors that I want to leave it at, but they're going to continue aging because I don't have any wax. Side note, we need to make a bee farm at some point in the future here. Overall, I'm really excited about these. I think they turned out super well. We've also got 3 different entrances on each one. I wanted to make sure that was different as well. And these builds kind of are what I was talking about in the last episode with like, not everything needs to be perfect. These are not the most detailed buildings I've ever done. Like to me, these all have way more detail in them and are a little bit more aesthetically pleasing just looking at individually, but the 3 of these together work really well. And even though, you know, there's not a ton of stuff going on, it looks like there's a lot of stuff going on because your eye keeps getting drawn to different parts and you don't get a chance to notice those imperfections, like this wall right here that is just not great. But I definitely think this one is my favorite one out of all 3 of them. Now these things don't go back very deep, they're pretty shallow, and it looks like it's right up against the wall here, but I'm actually going to extend this dirt out like almost to the water edge here, so we've got plenty of space back here. But like this wall is very barren, and from the back side there's literally no detail going on back here. Just a little bit of texturing in case you can see this stuff from far away, but like I'm probably gonna be building things behind here. What are you guys doing? You guys can stay over there. You guys just go up the hill, down the hill. It's fine. Jack and Jill, it's cool. And yeah, like this side doesn't have much on it. It's funny, I actually built this like turret sticking out of the side, and I'm actually getting ready to build a building right here as well. It's still working, by the way. But this actually looks really good with what I'm building right next to this building. It kind of overhangs an alleyway that's going to be back here, and it adds a little bit of more depth and shadow to it. Personally, really loving this mangrove one. I think this one looks the best out of all of them. We're using calcite and diorite. We're using scaffolding up here as the windows, and we've got spruce trapdoors behind it to kind of like make it so they're not completely see-through. I don't know if you guys notice this or not though, but I also have dark oak trapdoors with signs on them to kind of add just a little bit of subtle detail. You really can't see it from down here, but when you do notice it, it's like, oh, that's got a little edge to it. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I think these look just, I don't know, this just looks, it looks really cool, and I've got to get some more of this pathway done to really get it done. And once I get this other building done, the iron farm building, it's going to be even better. But I think this is a good start for us with the angled buildings. I want to try some more intense angles at some point where we don't have such flat faces. Now inside, yeah, it's just all 3 buildings opened up to each other. I may come in here at some point and finish the detail, but honestly for me, this build was just a chance at exploring something that I had never tried before with the angled buildings. And like I said, we might come in here and detail this at some point, make 3 individual houses, but for right now, I'm just going to leave it. This isn't going to be a functional building. This is going to be a form building, just something to add some life to the town, you know? Now, I know the big question is, how has this bad boy been working while I was building that? And honestly, That didn't take me very long to build. It actually probably only took me about 5 to 10 Minecraft days, and guys, like, we already we have this much iron already. It's actually insane. In 2 full rows, almost 2 full rows of iron, guys, in like 10 Minecraft days. And it's gonna be going and going and going every time I'm in this town working. So that means we got to go ahead and close this off finally and get ourselves a proper building for it. We definitely have enough iron now for all the hoppers I'm going to need to get all this stuff up surface side so that I can just come into the shop and access it without ever having to bother going down here. So I hate to do this to you, but we're gonna go ahead and hop into another time lapse here, and we're gonna build our blacksmith shop for the season. Well, here we are. Got it all done, guys. I keep thinking those copper doors up there, I keep thinking they're creepers on the balcony. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Wait, those are supposed to be orange, but again, no honeycomb yet, so I can't wax them, but it's all good. We're gonna just leave them green for now. You see, the bottom ones are all right. These ones up top going real fit. I don't know what's going on with that, but anyway, yeah, guys, this is it. This is this little section right here all done, guys. I hope you really like this. And see, I needed that iron for some of these anvils up top here. I don't have anything up here because we really can't see it. I also needed a couple for down here. We've got a little outdoor like furnace looking thing. I don't know, like a place for them to kind of forge things outside. And then this is kind of what I was getting into earlier about how the sides don't really need to matter too much. This is overhanging and it looks nice. And this is very flat right here, but you can't tell because there's just a small little narrow alleyway right here. And it really just does a great job of kind of like making it interesting down here. You're not going to be looking up at this wall, right? I am thinking now though, as it's getting dark, maybe we should just put a lantern up here just to keep it a little lit back there. Now, I know this is like the same palette I used for my like iron farm last season too. Well, at least I used the brick and white terracotta, but I didn't use granite this time, and I did different logs and stuff. There's no oak in here. Last time was a bunch of spruce. This is dark oak. I think most importantly is that this all looks good together, and this really feels like a continuous road right here, right? It feels like this whole place was literally just kind of put together. Like, this is a city street right here, and that's the most important thing. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for making this look like a city, right? This building's pretty cool though. I think it's got a second floor upstairs that you get to from the outside. Down here we do have all of our systems set up. It took me a while to get everything figured out how I was going to do it, but we got there in the end. Let's go ahead and hop on inside now. I've got some light decorating done in here. We've got another little furnace out here. I thought these copper like lightning rods would look pretty cool, so I put them in here. We got a bunch of these stone wheels kind of laying around, and then this is our iron storage area. You can see this is everything we've got right now. This should keep increasing. The farm is just rolling constantly. We've got a little like workbench area over here as well. I just thought this would look pretty cool. And now upstairs here, nothing. There's nothing going on up here yet. I haven't decided what I want to do with this area yet. I definitely want to do something with it because I think it will look really, really nice and could serve as like a secondary storage room. Maybe I can put like gold and stuff up here. I don't know. But you can see this is where all the hoppers come in from. Let me hop into our free cam here so I can kind of show you guys how this all works. Yes, we've got a bubble vader that goes up. It's just outside of, this thing is so fast. It's just outside of this wall. If we just poke gently in here, we can see it. And what it does is it pushes everything over to that hopper line that you saw. And down here is it's a bubble vader. Okay, of course, this is the iron farm right here. And we've just got a couple of different things set up here. So right here, this is just an automatic dropper that will, any iron that goes in there will get sent into that stream. Before that, though, we have an item sorter. I'm sorry, this camera is so herky jerky. An item sorter that only going to grab, it's only going to grab the pansies, and it takes them and it dumps them down here into this lava pit. So they're never going to make their way up there. Let's see if we can see one getting burned. Ah, there it is. There it is. That was beautiful. It just went straight into the lava. And of course, here you can see our villagers getting constantly scared by the zombie guy, by Denzel Washington right there. So yeah, guys, this thing is working wonderfully. It's been producing a lot of iron, and I've actually used a lot of it already. See, we still have a bit of big hole on the backside, but that's okay. We will get that taken care of. After all, we have a lot more building to do, right? And now that we have enough iron, I can finish off this hopper chain I wanted to do here. I don't know why I wanted to do it. I just thought it would look kind of cool. Just kind of signify this is the redstone shop. Now I'm wondering, can I just put like, it doesn't connect all the way, but maybe that's okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Now, y'all, one other thing I did this week was I built our main street path down to the actual central hub of the city. And this is rough. It's not detailed at all. It's just the cobblestone, but this is kind of the path that the main way is going to take here. I kind of want it to weave a little bit so it's not perfectly straight, but I want to be able to see the front of the stave from here. Basically, I want to be able to see straight down here. Now it might be blocked a little bit by some buildings right here, but I just want to see this. Like, I want to see some of it, right? So we're gonna have a like houses going all the way up here. There's gonna be other roads in here too. There's gonna be one that goes back that way. There'll be some crisscrossing roads. I think there's gonna be one that goes straight back here behind these houses. And I'm not sure, there might be a space for another road along the backside here, but I'm not 100% sure about that. What do you guys think? Doesn't this look pretty cool? I mean, this is really starting to come together, guys. We have 7 buildings around the stave already in just 2 weeks, and it's been a lot of work, but we're going to get there. And I think what I'm going to wind up doing here in the future is I might do some live streams. I'm thinking about doing some Minecraft live streams on YouTube. I'm a bit nervous about it, because I only ever streamed on Twitch before, but I might just do some like offhand building during those streams to really get ourselves going here, because we're gonna have a lot of things like this where it's not gonna serve a purpose other than to look cool and kind of like make the city vibe. I think the stuff that like this that's gonna be important for our world itself will all be in episodes. But what do y'all think? Do you think I should do some streams on YouTube? I think it would be about one every other week, because I don't want to stop streaming on Twitch right now, and I'm actually not streaming any Minecraft at all on Twitch right now because it feels weird. It feels weird because half the time I'm like in the middle of like a build. Like if I had streamed this week, this would have been half finished and people would have seen it. I don't know how I want to handle that, but anyway, y'all, that's all the time I have for today. We got a massive amount of stuff done today, conquered some of our fears of building on an angle. We got an iron farm set up and ready to go, and we are just getting ready to rock and roll in this world, guys. I know it. I know we are. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with this world. We're going to be doing bigger and bigger and better things each week, and it's going to be awesome. You don't want to miss it, all right? Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think about this angled house. If you think I nailed it, if you think I didn't, if you think it's a good start, just let me know. I really appreciate the feedback. But anyway, guys, I will catch you next week. Y'all have a good one, and thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all. Bye.